See, now I don't even know. It's live.
Are they gonna? Oh, and we have to. It's locked. We have to go this way.
Oh crap! Then we can't really be in it.
We have to, unless we put it like sideways or something. We have to kind of lean into it.
We can't do it like the other way.
No, it doesn't. It said you can't. Orientation is locked. So
how do we unlock it? All right, we'll just go.
I don't know why.
Let's
just go.
We're gonna go.
On you because it's your.
Yeah, but you gotta be on it too,
We'll go as far back as we can.
Yeah, go back a little further.
I was gonna bring my tripod. That's where I should have brought.
Shoot, I want us both in the shot though, man.
It's fine. It's here. Or if anything, we
we have been live.
How can we do this?
We got to go farther back with this.
Yeah, we go.
Table?
Yeah, that's it. We go farther back because we're mic'd up. Yeah, that's it.
I love it. People are watching this right now. But that's the beauty of it.
Nobody's on right now.
We just go raw. Yeah, I want us both in the shot somewhat. Yeah, you'll be in it, right?
Won't that do it?
Yeah, you'll be in it. You got to lean in a little. Here, get over there. Oh, I love it. Look how that looks with the picture. This is a great shot, man.
Great shot. All right.
This is a great shot.
And our mics are on, right?
Is my mic on? Yeah.
Can we see you?
Can
we gotta lean in. That's all.
Well, we just gotta talk to each other.
Or wait, we put this table up and we put the chairs behind. So put your
chair
like this.
Yeah, just angle them.
Just come in as hard as you can.
Angle it a little. No, if the chair's too big.
This is why when they set up those sets, they
Look, we did it.
Now lean
back.
Well, no, you don't have to lean back.
All right. Anybody watching right now?
Right, you go.
This is not a podcast. My mic is on. Let's get the mic better. Folks, this is not a podcast. Everybody, this is not a podcast. It is, someone's on right there. Somebody make a comment? It's not a podcast. It's just two creative guys talking about creative things. Mainly film.
Well, whatever.
Or
whatever
theater, skits.
Music.
Anything, right? Yeah. This is great. It's going good. Let's have those awkward silences.
Yeah, I love awkward silences.
Did you ever see what Jim Carrey did that though? He did a great job. That he was on like Jim Carrey does everything. He does everything.
He's one of my favorites.
He can even do subtle, but he said, I think he said to Letterman one time, "Let's just see what happens if we don't talk." And they literally just went.
And people laugh, probably.
They laugh so hard.
Yeah.
Because they kind of did the.
I love his style. He's got his own.
Well, Jim Carrey to me is the best.
He's great.
He's way up there. I rank him pretty much the best.
You got like
comedic actor.
Robin
I don't
Williams
know. Robin Williams is really
good. Two slightly different flavors. Robin Williams you can it's sad, R.I.P. But like
yeah, man.
I love watching his he goes onto the talk show and he'll just go.
Oh man! When Robin Williams is on a talk show,
and they just
if the host is good, the host has to kind of keep going.
Has to keep going.
And Letterman was good at that.
What do you think about? He's like, so what do you think about the Middle East? And then he starts to go boom.
And he gets up and runs around.
Yeah, and he runs around.
It's awesome.
It's so
I used to love to watch him do that.
Yeah.
So he was great, and Jim Carrey was good too, though.
And they say whenever he did a movie, they have like, the movie's 2 hours long. They have like 48 hours of footage from him just fucking around and making everybody laugh. He makes like everybody laugh. Like Pierce Brosnan on Mrs. Doubtfire said that it was the best experience ever.
It's got to be so fun to work with him.
Yeah.
And Jim Carrey too is the same way.
Here's a really good thing. Ethan Hawke said, because he
I'm gonna pretend to take notes.
Okay, of course. Take this note.
Take a note.
Ethan Hawke said Philip Seymour Hoffman and Robin Williams are two of his greatest influences and two of his favorite actors.
Wait, who are?
Philip Seymour Hoffman. He worked with him on
Philip.
He
was one of the
Before the Devil Knows You're Dead, I think. And so he worked with both these guys. And also Philip was on that was
Wait, what did you say Ethan did with Philip Seymour Hoffman? What did
he did Before the Devil Knows You're Dead.
That's such a good film, man. Before the Devil Knows You're Dead.
So I didn't love it, but I can respect the acting in it. I don't love it as a movie, but Sidney Lumet is great. The acting
I guess I must have been all into the acting.
It's the acting. Because the story is just I didn't like it as a movie.
Right.
It's not my thing.
Right.
I mean, the acting
It
is
must have
amazing.
been.
You know,
Because I do study a lot of films for the
yeah,
acting. I'll be like,
yeah, the
oh my
acting
gosh,
is
De
amazing.
Niro.
But what his point was, he said these guys are brilliant, but you know, and I'll say what I'm trying to say through the story is that Robin Williams would do a take and make everybody laugh, like just be hilarious, and the crew would be laughing, everybody would be laughing, it'd be an amazing take, and then the director would yell cut, and then during the breaks, he would be in the sometimes he would be in the corner like just crying and just and he looks at the camera, Ethan Hawke, and he's like, that didn't come for free, you know, and it
Wow.
was like oh, and Philip Seymour Hoffman was the same way. He was so brilliant, but then you know he's a drug addict, probably
So he was
depressed,
giving so much
giving so
to the
much
scene.
to his art. You know what I mean? And
Wow.
Robin Williams the same. Of course, he had Lewy body disease and everything, but like
So sad. I miss him so
I
much.
mean,
It's
who
amazing,
knows
you know. I
what
mean,
happens? But you know what I mean? But it was just like
Robin Williams.
it's just they poured themselves into their work and you know they paid the price. I mean, like my favorite.
Yeah, Williams
I'm
was unbelievable.
commandeering the chat here, but my favorite artist of all time, bar none, is Chet Baker. But he was a heroin addict, and I have this conversation with my son all the time because you know I think it's a good conversation to have with your
Yeah.
kids, just a no bullshit conversation. Was Chet Baker's music?
I'll say my
He got involved in heroin through Charlie Parker, who's arguably up there with Miles Davis as the top two jazz artists of all time.
awesome
Was
jazz.
Chet Baker a better artist because he did heroin or what you
Yeah.
know because if you look at an
No, and
artist
you don't
they
want to
can go
think that.
higher and
Well,
lower emotionally
you don't want to think that the
and are you going
drugs.
to go higher or lower with drugs? Yes you are. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what comes out of that, and I'm not endorsing heroin for anybody, but like it's an interesting conversation because
Big
these
time.
people, these artists, we're empaths, we can feel more than the average person.
Certainly can.
Like you know, we have to pay the price for that as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, so the moral question is like, how do you keep yourself? How do you create great art, even better and better and better, like Daniel Day Lewis, get better and better,
That guy. Oh
but
my
you
gosh.
still
Another world.
kind of have a handle on your own self, and you don't go to the gutter. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. The fine line.
Because
Trying to
you want to be always better as an actor. You want to
always
try
want
to
to get better.
find different channels.
Whatever art you're doing,
Yeah.
you want to improve on it.
Right.
Right.
My question for you is like, do you have roles in your mind that you really want to do that you haven't done? Like they don't have to be like roles that are already written, but things that like
Yes. Let's see. Let me think. Okay. I really want to be in A Few Good Men.
oh yeah,
I
like
love
a
that one.
play.
There's a role in there, Markinson. It's a tough role.
Which one is he?
He's the guy that isn't strong enough to stand up to. He's like the second in command from the Nicholson from Jessup.
Oh shit, I'm trying to
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. Well, it's very
I've only
subtle.
seen the movie.
It's
Was he
very
in the
subtle.
movie?
It's not as Jack's all powerful and the loud.
Who plays him in the movie? Was he in the movie?
J.T. Walsh,
J.T.
who actually
Walsh.
passed away.
Oh,
Great
shit.
actor. Yeah. So he's kind of like, what do you think about Nicholson saying to him, what do you think about this? Well, I'm appalled. You're appalled, and he's like, listen, we gotta be careful with this. He's too cautious and he's too weak to stand up to his superior,
Right.
Nathan Jessup, played by Nicholson.
Right. Who's his,
to actually play the
force of
Nicholson
nature.
role, I don't know. I just love Jack too much. And I had an actor friend saying to me, no, but that's the challenge, man. You got to make it your own. But I'm like,
Because you got to think.
I just know it too well. The way
before
Jack
it was a
did.
Nicholson
You can't
role.
handle the truth. It
Before it was
wasn't
a
Jack.
Nic-
I know it was somebody
Before it
else.
was a Nicholson role, it was on Broadway.
Right, someone else was doing it.
You know,
But Jack
Aaron
did it
Sorkin,
so well.
who went to Syracuse University.
Right, the guy who wrote it, right?
He wrote it on napkins while he was bartending in New York City.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's
A
how he
Few
did
Good
it.
Men was
Yeah,
written on napkins.
That's how he did it. And then he went.
There you go,
He
people.
had his roommate had a computer or something, not a typewriter, I think, but a computer, and he was bored one weekend. I don't know, because the weather or something in New York, and so he just wrote it that weekend.
Wow.
And then I don't know how it got to the next step. I think because he was in a bar in Manhattan,
Yeah.
he rubbed shoulders with all these theater people, and he went to SU for drama.
Wow.
They were gonna name a building after him up there, but it came out that he did a bunch of blow, and I was like, who hasn't? You know what I mean? Like, is that the
you
thing
still
that's holding?
got it. I
Got an
mean,
Academy Award.
come on.
He's at least one. He has
He
a
needs the
Social
building.
Network.
He needs the
Dude,
building in
Sorkin,
his name.
there's. I
Come
can't
on.
think of a better writer alive than Sorkin right now.
He's really good.
Can you think of one?
Probably not.
Probably not.
He's awesome.
I mean, you've got what's his name?
Aaron Sorkin's amazing.
Who's the guy who did?
I know this is where we're gonna.
Steve Zalian. He did Schindler's List.
Ooh, that's good
But
writing.
it was a rewrite, and he did he did American Gangster, I think.
Okay,
I think
that's good.
he did.
What's that guy's name? I'm not as familiar with the writers.
Steve Zalian. He's great.
Steve
But
Zalian.
his method is really cool. He has this word processor thing with an old school keyboard, and the only thing that it does is write the script. You can't surf the web on it. You can't do anything else. Can't check your emails. So he'll turn off everything, go into this room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just.
And all
that's the thing. Writing.
Spielberg loves him. He did Irishman for Scorsese.
Awesome.
And Scorsese says in his master class, he says, when you're working with a writer, there's some guys that can write a really good first draft, but they can't rewrite it. Steve Zalian can rewrite the fuck out of things.
He can just keep rewriting it.
That's
Holy
great. Because if you're working with someone like Scorsese, he wants to be really involved with the script. He's like, I think
he's going to need the rewriting. He's going to need rewrites.
Yeah. And you got to be fast. I used to work for Mel Gibson's producer, and I wrote this documentary for them. It's a long story. But this is back in 2000.
I didn't know that, man. That's awesome.
2004. My 21st birthday, they fly to New York to meet me, to try to convince me to work for them. And I was like over the moon, because he did every movie with Mel, from Man Without a Face to The Passion. Then they had a falling out. Steve McAvity was his name. And then he made his own company, Empower Pictures. And they were doing this documentary about Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico.
Yeah.
So I was in the seminary at the time, and we were in this writers club. Sorry, I'm commandeering the chat right now.
No, do it. I want to listen.
We're in this writers club, and
I need to work on my listening skills, and I'm doing better.
No, I need to work on my shutting up skills.
No, this is good. Let it go. This is just how it's going.
Oh, is it? Well, I will get to the point real quick. So the writers club, I read this book, pumped out as a stupid documentary screenplay.
Right.
Sent it off to Steve. 6 months later, they were at my door. I was in Dublin at the time, but I moved to New York City. And
you never told me this.
Yeah, and then then they show up. My rector, the guy in charge of the seminary, calls me. He was out of town, and he's like, very serious guy. He's like, just so you know, these producers are coming to meet with you tomorrow, and you don't have to do it. And that's it. So I meet with these guys, and then I say yes. I say yes.
Yes, of course.
And so I spent they gave me 3 months to write the next draft. Took me 14 months. And every day I would wake up in a cold sweat because I'm behind on these guys. And I think this is going to be my big break. Yeah. Long story short, it just rewrites are hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's hard.
But you were doing it, man.
I got every single book. It's up to the ceiling. I got every single book about the topic. I discovered something new about it that no one had discovered about it. I don't want to get into it because I'll be talking for 45 minutes.
Well, I want this to just organically keep going.
Organically.
And
let's talk about.
Let's go back to the other thing. You didn't really catch me off guard, but you did catch me at a weird time. I'm always going to act. I love acting, but I'm kind of, as I've told you before, just talking, I'm transitioning more into wanting to direct more, at least theater.
I think it'd be great.
I will never stop acting. But when you said what are roles, I mean, I always say I just like a good meaty supporting role. I don't always have to be the lead guy, Right. But
when we were filming
I'm trying to think, I wish I had it in front of me. I do have a bucket list. Okay, this is kind of boring, but we'll go with it anyway. Shakespeare, Much Ado About Nothing is my favorite Shakespeare play, and I was so lucky to get cast it's a comedy, is to get cast as Benedict, which is the lead role. In 2020, I played that. But I still would love to play Dogberry.
Oh, you were the lead. Holy shit.
That was the lead.
That's great.
I would love to play Dogberry.
I wish I'd go back and see all this shit.
Yeah, well, you can see it. You can watch it. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, folks. Go to Syracuse Shakespeare in the Parks YouTube channel.
Watching a film.
You can look up Much Ado About Nothing and watch my 2020 performance as Benedict. But you're right. It's hard
not
to
the
watch
same.
it.
You got to be there.
You got to be there. It's hard to watch it.
Films you got to watch on a big screen, and plays you got to be there.
Right. Great
Yeah.
call. Film
Yeah.
has to be on a big screen, so at least a huge TV.
Yeah.
You can't watch it on a little
Watching
TV.
it on your phone, it's not.
On your phone does
effect.
nothing.
Yeah.
You can't watch it on your phone.
Like that thing that I just showed you. We won't tell the audience. You wouldn't have caught that unless it was on a big.
But the big screen is going to
Yeah.
come through. It was
Yeah,
awesome,
yeah,
and you're doing an awesome job of that.
Trying.
But for roles, in Much Ado, I do want to play Dogberry, which he's hilarious. It's supporting, but it's a very funny role. And then there's also Leonardo, but he's older. So when I get older, Leonardo.
Interesting. You can play different roles in the same show.
Yeah.
When you're aging and stuff.
As I'm aging, I love Much Ado. I want to go back to Much Ado 2 more times. Dogberry and then Leonardo. And also, you saw me in August Osage County,
yes,
where I played Little
you want
Charles.
to go back and play
I want to play the father. I want to play Charles.
Yeah, you could totally do that next
but
time
like,
it comes around.
When I'm older,
audition for
gotta
that.
be older for that. So that's another bucket list. Charles.
Or you can play Charles Young and you can play the father old. Do you know what I'm saying? With the same face.
Yeah.
You can.
I just need some
adjust.
Well, I just need some makeup.
Makeup and your movement
a
little bit.
little more white in the hair. Although the
guy who did
the
it
hair
was
is gray. Good. No, he did well. He did well.
Yeah,
Byron did a good job, and he doesn't have a lot of experience.
Oh wow.
He's not acting a lot. He's doing really well.
I mean, nobody like froze on stage and forgot their lines.
It was a good performance. Baldwinsville Theater Guild BTG did that.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I was getting my plugs in.
I was so. Bennifer just blew everybody's.
Bennifer was
incredible.
John was great too, though. John
was
Triana.
great.
John was really good. Great. Shannon as Barbara. Everybody was really good.
Yeah. And Barbara's really the lead, right?
Pardon?
Barbara's the lead.
I would say Barbara and her mom.
The mom.
The part that Bennifer played.
I listened
they're the two
to
leads.
Tracy Letts talk about that in like multiple interviews.
Yeah, that's
it's incredible.
A heavy.
And the thing that he said about that. Sorry, I'm derailing.
No, good. No.
Once that play came out, everybody started to talk about how their family was fucked up. Everybody's family
opened the door. Everybody's got the dysfunction.
Before that, nobody would let anybody know about it. It's not like
well,
not
it's one of the coolest. Because it's writing about your a little what?
I got my ass blasted for doing that. I don't care.
Therapeutic. It's a little therapeutic, right? There's some therapy involved.
Well, also, every single member of my family called me after I wrote about my family and told me to fuck myself. You know, but I didn't care. I didn't write it to throw them under the bus.
You wrote it because it's real and it's art.
I wrote it because there was someone at the time that I really loved, and I wanted to portray that in a story.
There you go, man.
And there wasn't anything that was going to hold me back from telling the truth.
I love it.
And I wrote it right here, actually, right here.
Here?
Yeah.
At this should we? Well, we'll give them the plug.
Yeah,
we're at Starbucks,
short story.
so it's a plug for Starbucks.
But what was I going to say?
We were talking about
roles.
Yeah.
Roles. So I was going to play this. I have these different roles now that I want to play, but some of them are like you said, like I want to play Chet Baker.
Yes, you talked about that. That's awesome.
The week that he dies.
As long as there's a small part in that for me. No,
of course. He was 59 years old. But like it kind of is exciting for me. I turned 40 this year. But I can play that in 20 years.
You can play it, man. So Chet Baker is a bucket list.
Yeah, I have to go to Amsterdam, because he died. And Tokyo.
Well, that's going to
his
be
greatest performance
an undertaking, but we'll make it happen.
And I also have to lose like 100 pounds in my teeth and learn how to play the
trumpet. No, I want you to lose your teeth. You got to keep your teeth. We'll have to just CGI your teeth out.
Well, he had dentures, so I can
just wear dentures or something, right?
Wear denture.
Those fake. Wear fake. Yeah, they can't be too. Then you'll.
Have you seen?
Can't close your mouth.
Kind of Blue with Ethan Hawke.
No, Ethan's awesome.
Incredible. I watched the movie because I'm a big Chet Baker fan, but it's actually a great film and an amazing performance. Ethan Hawke learns how to play the trumpet and sing.
Ethan is. I think Ethan Hawke is. Don't you think he's underrated?
He's super underrated.
People don't realize how good he is.
I think he's really underrated.
Is he ever nominated for an Oscar?
I think so, but
he hasn't won one.
I think he got nominated for
that one. I'm terrible.
Robin Williams.
Dead Poets Society.
I think he got nominated for Dead Poets, and I think he might have got nominated for Training Day.
I hope so.
Denzel
He's a
won
great
by
actor.
a mile that time.
That's
his best role.
Denzel Washington right now playing Othello.
Yes,
on
with
Broadway.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Jenny Russo went to see it. Said it was amazing.
Jenny
it's like $900 a ticket.
I know. Come on, man. How am I going to do that? $900.
Speaking of Jenny Russo, she's incredible.
She's amazing.
I'm trying to get.
Should we start talking about local actors? We can throw that out. We can. Great actors. That's the thing. Syracuse actors are
They
awesome,
really
and
do,
people
and they're
don't
coming
realize
out of the
that.
woodwork, and
We're doing it,
they're doing a lot of stuff.
and we'll plug it, folks watching. Syracuse Actors Studio,
And also Othello,
run by
Othello.
this gentleman, and also
And
Laura.
Stisser. We're about to have a meeting here.
Those,
in
yeah,
a couple
we're
hours
meeting a little bit.
to deploy the legs.
Go to that page or that channel on YouTube and subscribe. They just need some more
And
subscribers.
if you want to go to the
Syracuse
next one,
Actors Studio,
go to Facebook.
subscribe.
Follow us on Facebook, Syracuse Actors Studio.
Follow them on Facebook.
And we post once a month that we have an event. But,
what? All right, that totally.
It's okay.
I missed it.
Move on.
We'll watch that again.
Yeah. My morning
Let's talk.
Coffee shit. But it's not.
Coffee's brewing.
Coffee's brewing.
Bowel movements are brewing. Everything is brewing. We're brewing.
I can't have coffee for a while, actually, just see if I could do it. I would wake up in the morning so refreshed and ready to go, and I was drinking tea.
Bad way. It actually affected you in a better way to not drink it? Damn.
But
I like coffee. I know. I like the taste and gets me. Doesn't it get you going?
I got sober and I stopped doing all the things I used to do.
Right.
So I was like, I got to have one thing, so it's coffee is the one thing I got.
I love coffee, man. I love coffee.
It's my only vice at this point.
I don't think it's bad for you, though. 1 cup? No? 1 or 2 cups a day?
Yeah, 1 or 2 cups. At
More
work,
than that
I'll have 12.
Well, that's kind of bad.
So I got to cut it down, because then I'll get working and my heart's...
You're getting those, your heart's skipping and you're palpitating and fluttering.
Yeah.
What else can we talk about? We talk about
actors. We were talking about local actors.
Local actors. Okay.
Who are your favorite local actors? You don't have to distinguish them from. Who are some of your favorites?
John Triana's great.
John Triana,
great local actor. Local actor. I don't know why I said actor. Actor. I became actor.
Hitchcock.
Yes, and I do the worst British accent on the planet.
That's right. It'll be great
terrible.
for comedy.
Right, because I do comedy.
Righto.
Jay. Whenever I try to do it, my son always goes, Dad,
I feel like
stop.
if you change gears,
it's so bad.
And it's something that you're really in that gear.
It's the only thing I don't. That does bother me though. Don't do accents well, except I can do the southern.
But sometimes it's funny. You know what I mean?
I want to. Our dream, right? So one day I'll do kind of like some kind of cowboy western. I almost couldn't say the word western with Walton Goggins. Walton, if you're watching this, Walton, we're gonna work together. It's ambitious.
I know.
We're gonna work together. Anyone out there that knows Walton, make sure he sees.
Tags him on Instagram and stuff.
He might have seen it. He might have seen it. Walton Goggins ain't got
the possibility isn't zero. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. But Jenny Russo's great. Laura is great. Laura is great. Laura Stisser. Laura, forgive me. I never say your name right.
I'm really excited for people
Laura
to see
Laura Stisser.
I said Sticer for years.
Don't hate me, Laura. It's not hard to say. I'm just an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Oh, this is yours.
So Laura, it's okay if you drink it. I love you, brother. You're not. We're good.
But she's in the Sentinel.
Yep.
And Laura's a great case study of how you need to promote yourself as an actor.
Yep.
You need an agent. And so you have to promote yourself.
Right.
And then when you finally get an agent, you're big and you don't need an agent anymore. So
isn't that great?
That's really how it is. So so Laura is really good at promoting herself.
She is.
And I saw that as an independent filmmaker.
Yeah.
I watch everybody's reels, everything.
Yes. Well, you just heard me watch I'm lucky that he saw them.
Who the fuck is this guy?
This weird little. You say Don Knotts mixed with Don Knotts.
Goggins.
Little Jack Nicholson? No, it wasn't Jack. Jim Carrey? No, that's too lofty. Somebody else. Well, whatever.
Yeah, there was another person.
Don Knotts is a compliment because Don was a successful,
that was my original.
Nervous, spazzy, goofy guy.
Goggins became a thing.
Wait, let me before we get going too far.
I met you. You did Bill White's play at Help Words, and then that
Bill,
was like,
Bill White is a great actor.
Honestly,
and
when you
Bill's
picked up
a great
the script,
actor
I was
and
like,
a really
I don't know
good
if this guy's going to be able to even read the script. And then you were like, amazing.
Yeah.
And that was like, that's.
Thank you for saying that.
Tribute to Peter Mahan doing the Help Words Come Alive group.
Yeah.
You got to go to groups.
Peter, thank you.
You got to. Like a guy. The only thing left in the Sentinel for her was the office. And so we took that and we built this character. And she was like, I could do these two. we were like, there's these two different characters you could do, and she chose. We both chose this one that was more serious and sad, and she just knocked it out of the park. And it's one of the best parts of the movie.
I am amazed.
But if anybody else did it, they
well,
would
listen,
have just taken my name.
Laura, I met her a long time ago, right? We both auditioned for a play at CNY Playhouse, and it was a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
And in the reading, she was good. Laura, don't be offended. I don't think I was great either, but she wasn't really. She's gotten so much better. She was always good. But from that reading, she just keeps getting better and better. She's an amazing actor.
Film together.
And I haven't even seen. Can we say the name of it?
Mariah,
Can we say Emerald?
Yeah.
That film that you made with her. I haven't even seen her
Yeah,
perform.
it's in,
And you said it's some of the greatest acting you've ever seen.
Really
Awesome.
is.
Laura.
There's a scene where she.
But she was always good. She was always good. But I'm saying she's gotten better, and that's what it's all about. To get into it, and that's why acting. You can do it forever.
Right.
I hope to keep acting. So one day I have that old guy where they go, hope that's still alive when I'm like 79. That 79-year-old dude Jay, he just crushed that. Because you can all, you don't give up on it. And actually, I think a lot of filmmakers need older people. So if you're older, right? If you're out there watching right now and you know you have an actor and you're 40, I'm 40, I'm too old to act. Or I'm 50, I'm 68. You're not. You can act.
We're saying.
Oh, but. Wow.
We're good.
All right. Can we? You want to stop?
No,
Can we go another?
Keep going.
It's going great.
Yeah,
I love how it's
10
flowing.
minutes.
Let's circle back though to actors because we only had a couple. Local actors, any age doesn't matter.
Dave Spiro is
Dave
great.
Spiro is great. I was
love
going to
that
say
he
Dave.
came to
Yep. Dave's from
SAS,
Rochester. Came to SAS.
It took me a couple sessions to really see him.
Yeah.
Because he did Shakespeare early on. He did like Merchant of Venice, Shylock.
Yeah, he did well with
And then I was like, well, that was good. It was good.
But then when he did
French Connection,
the Popeye Doyle,
I was like, this guy just is amazing.
Actor.
This guy.
And
you haven't seen it yet.
I was gonna
Mariah,
let's not tell Dave's story because you just made me think of something.
So good.
Now, this young man here is awesome. He's so talented and he's so busy. I probably can't get this happen, but I'm gonna try.
That's okay.
Even if we could do this once a month, man. If we do this
with Dave Spiro,
we gotta have. What we should do is we should have actors on this.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Interview them.
Yeah,
so I want to tell Dave's story. Dave could tell a story.
Yeah, Dave could tell a story.
Have actors come in.
He made me cry with that story.
Oh my God! So we'll have Dave come in and talk about acting and his life and up to now.
Yes.
Yeah, we won't say anything, and it's just so awesome that
that's a great
from
idea.
SAS he got back to. I'm giving a little bit away, but he got into SAS. He hadn't acted in a while. We won't say why. And then from SAS, he got. No, I won't. But he got into Shakespeare in Hollywood.
Yeah, he was great.
He was in that play with me, and he was so happy to be acting again. That's all we're gonna say. But we could have an actor come on with us, right? I mean, it has to be me and you because we're hilarious. We're so good. They can't be in the whole show.
Jeremiah Thompson, James Marlowe.
Jeremiah's good.
Trent Lockwood.
Well, James Marlowe's okay.
Is amazing.
Marlowe's okay.
Well, he was fantastic Sunday.
He's always ripping me. Marlowe's great.
It was funny.
James Marlowe was great. He just always says that I'm not.
James is so humble that he doesn't.
No, James.
He doesn't really tell you that he's good, but when he's on,
James is really good. And the thing about James,
like really on point.
I like how he doesn't do a lot, and that's good. And he's
thing. Yeah.
He's got a De Niro thing going on. I don't know if he knows it. Wow.
I thought it was really good.
Carolyn Chave.
Carolyn Chave.
Sorry, I said it wrong. Damn it, Carolyn Chave. I'm old.
Carolyn, I'm sure you could call her Carol and
she'd get mad.
She's great.
But she's not violent, so she wouldn't hurt me.
Donovan Stanfield was amazing.
I was just going to say Donovan. And there's the segue. Donovan is Othello. Syracuse Park. June 13th.
I'm going
through the 22nd. You're going on Father's Day. So 2 weekends in Syracuse at Thornton Park, which is the most beautiful place you can see a play. Right? It's awesome.
Really is.
You saw Hamlet there,
incredible.
Which I co-directed.
The Bridge version.
So we just. It was the Bridge version.
Shakespeare did.
That's true.
It's
true. It's true. I co-directed it. Yeah.
But other actors who are great. Wendy Volpe. I really like Wendy.
Wendy, yeah. She's older and coming along.
Your age, and she's coming
along.
She reached out to SAS and she was like, "Hey, I'm new. I always wanted to do this, but do you think I can?" And I was like, "Absolutely." And I think she has that fresh, untrained thing.
Yeah.
That you really look for in an actor, like something raw that
instead of the old tricks, that they always do. Right. I always try to break.
I mean, obviously, you want as much training as you can get.
Right.
But Werner Herzog, I took his master class, and he said he gives this part of his master class is like working with actors, and he shows Marlon Brando as a young man.
Yeah.
And then he shows him as an older man after he had been through the actor studio. And Werner Herzog said Marlon Brando had something when he was younger that he lost when he had gone through school.
Ooh.
And so that really fucked with my head.
Ooh.
Because I'm like, of course I want training. Of course I want
Well,
training.
you're onto something really awesome here. Keep going. I'm going to write my notes.
So the thing is, like, of course we want to be. Of course we can't be. There's the tension between like how much training is too much.
Right. Okay.
Do you overtrain? Do you overprepare? Do you
led me right to it. I wrote the note.
I don't
know. Led me right to it.
But also, you don't want to be lazy.
But here's the thing. It's so hard. It's so hard to do this. This is really the difficult part of acting. You have to see if you agree with me on this. I could be totally nuts and wrong, people. The key to being a good actor is being open. And even though, yes, you have to train yourself, you have to always almost kind of be new with every new project. In other words, you can't be so comfortable with what you do. I know my stuff. I know what I do. Just give me the lines. You can't be so comfortable. You have to almost be comfortable with being uncomfortable, though. You know what I mean? Not that you're, I can't quite say it. Like, not that you're not good at it, but you have to be like, hey, man, I like feeling like I don't know what's going on. You can't like really control it so much.
I want to say like Meryl Streep,
you know what I'm saying?
who's arguably the best actor alive.
She's great.
You have Daniel Day-Lewis, Robert De Niro, Meryl Streep. They're all up there.
Yes.
And Denzel's
Jack Nicholson.
up there too. Jack Nicholson. And whatever. And
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino's up
Anthony
there.
Hopkins.
Anthony's up there.
Amazing.
And so you say, and I'm not saying this is some sort of guru that knows more about.
No, but we know.
Acting,
we know.
I just
we know
love.
a lot.
I love acting.
We love it. Our passion.
Approaches every role. This might be another approach and role. It's almost like you approach it differently every time, and it's almost like you make up a whole different approach.
It's right so
because every role is different. So it's not like you just like a cookie cutter and you're like, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's certain things that like I do every time that help me.
Well,
and a lot of it is the
but you know what that's called? That's your process.
That's my process.
An actor has a process, but you can't be so comfortable and cocky that I got this.
Because otherwise,
I know what I'm doing. You have to be open. It's hard as an actor.
Going towards failure.
It's hard as an actor, I think, to be open and to go with the director. I was just talking to John Triana about this, right?
Okay, yeah.
In a scene, it's going well. You like how you're doing something, and the director says, I want you to do this, try this, and it sounds nuts to you. Do it.
Right.
Do that. And now what we're talking about two different things, but it's the same. In theater, it's rehearsal. In film, it's another take. So when you do another take, or when you do another rehearsal of it, you're running the scene again. It's like another take, with just no camera. Every time you do it, try different things. Don't get stuck in. So he said, he was saying, I won't even name the director, whoever was directing him recently, said this, and he immediately thought, there's no way I want to do that. But then he thought, you gotta do it.
Try.
You gotta do it. You gotta be open to the, because that opens things up.
It opens things.
So you have to be very open. You have to be open to experiment. Right. I wish I had, you know what, I gotta be more prepared. We'll talk about acting more and I'll have more notes. I just saw something that was, someone had like this acting teacher, I don't know his name. If I could remember, he had 4 keys to acting. One of them was, the first one he wrote down was childlike innocence.
Oh, I saw that.
A childlike.
He was one of the
childlike. Yeah, so a childlike innocence means you're just like, kids are always like, okay, hey Bobby and Sally, we're gonna play a game. Okay, what's the game? Yeah. Kids are wide open to playing the game. But so you have to have child
circumstances.
Right, and then also focus. And we got 3 of them. What was the 4th one? We got to remember. So childlike innocence, the imagination, focus, and there was one more. Darn it. Well, whatever. You have to be able to focus and concentrate.
I was gonna,
which is kind of hard for me. ADHD. Oh look, squirrel.
Leo DiCaprio. Scorsese likes working with DiCaprio because he said, kind of like he loves working with De Niro, because Leo will try anything.
There you go.
He's very brave.
Just
and
be
when
open.
you think about it, I thought about that. I was like, well, that's so easy, but it's not. Think about when you're doing scene if the director's like,
No.
hey, this time can you pull your shirt off and run around like a chicken
And
with
you're
your
gonna
head cut
go,
off?
what?
And
A
Leo
lot of
would be
extra.
like,
Okay.
okay, because they have that trust, and
gotta
what you
trust.
have to have a trust in a director, because when you're doing a film, a director can say, hey, can you do this, and you don't want to do it.
Yep.
But if you do it, he can use it in the film.
Bam.
And if
You
you
got-
hate it, you don't want to do it.
How
Do you
about
know
Funny
what I'm saying?
Man? I was resisting a lot, but I was trying to be open, and you wanted me to do
Right,
stuff.
right.
Check it out, people. It's on
Funny
J.
Man,
Merante
it's on
Comedy.
J. Merante Comedy.
Funny Man.
Great film.
It's a good film.
It was
He made
submitted
it.
to the Syracuse Film Festival.
Yep.
We'll,
And
we'll find out in a couple months.
we
if
will
we
find
get
out. And it was an experiment.
it's
We
good.
shot it in one day.
One day.
And I was
I wrote it
resisting
in
a little
10
bit,
minutes,
but then I kept saying
shot
no.
it in 4 hours.
I kept trying to go with what you wanted
edited
to
it
do.
it took 12 hours to render because of my
Awesome.
stupid phone.
Awesome.
We got to get you a phone with a terabyte
I know,
drive.
man.
You'd be able to do so much.
I have to.
Once you get a
I
job,
gotta
it's
come
like
out of the dark
$500.
ages. Once I get a job, I'm unemployed.
It was the best thing
It's
I
like-
ever bought because
but I
now
will
I
get a
can make
job.
anything. I can make
I'm-
anything.
I have a job where I just have to do a lot of things. Too.
Mariah was
I've been hired.
50 gigabytes, which would have maxed out my old phone, which was like
I know, I gotta
16
get it.
gigabytes.
But is it
This
is it
a
an iPhone?
terabyte.
Is it an
It's an
iPhone?
iPhone, yeah.
Well, I gotta learn iPhone. So
It's
I'm
easy. It's
say
easy.
goodbye to the old
easy.
Samsung. People said my son said iPhone is easier than Samsung.
It's easy to use. I've never used another.
You've never done a
for
Samsung?
smartphones, yeah. But it's easy, and then you have a terabyte.
Yeah.
It's great for creators, is what I'm saying.
No, that's true.
I'm not great at technology. Like I don't know how to take all of that and just get it off my phone so I have more space.
Yeah.
But there are people that can help you with that. Like space is a problem, you know.
Yeah,
like,
I know. So I got to get that new phone.
Well, you don't have to. But
No,
I'm
I
just
do.
I'm just saying it'll help you as a
but
creator.
you know how if you never set a goal, let's say at least before the summer ends.
It'll help
That's
you
a
as
goal.
a creator.
Before the summer ends, I got to get it.
I mean, obviously, you've got other
No.
priorities.
But no,
I think, should we talk about that for a second? Like I want to minimize my life so I can maximize my time to create.
Right. You want more time to create because you're a creative
You also
person.
need time not to do anything. You need the time just to live and be in the world and be a human being.
And right now, that's hard for us. We have so much going on.
If you're just creating,
yeah, I know.
You're only creating things about creating. You become this solipsistic. You become one of those actors and directors that are just making movies about making movies.
That's kind of what we're doing right now.
We're doing right now. So
we're doing it wrong right now.
We're doing a thing.
But
it would be a problem if that's the only thing I was doing.
No, I get you. We need the downtime. We're gonna get the downtime.
You gotta
But when you get the downtime, you can still go like watch a play.
Yeah, you gotta enrich yourself.
Right. You gotta go see art.
What's his last name? I can see
it's
it.
okay. Our good friend Bjorn. It's okay.
He is the greatest connoisseur of art.
He goes to all of it. He goes to all of it.
Every single play.
He's always there.
Like imagine how enriched your life is because you're always going to every classical music, you know. But you know, we can do that as well. Like I get up and I'll listen to jazz.
I want to listen to more jazz. You got me into jazz, man.
All these plays. I wish I could get to every play that every actor I know is in.
I know there's a lot of these great actors that we named are doing stuff right now.
Thursday, Friday,
but you're gonna get to see Othello. You're gonna see that great actors up there.
I hate
what was I gonna say? Shoot. Oh, let's get back to kind of promoting a little bit. We're not pushing it too hard.
Somebody's on
Syracuse.
There's comments.
If somebody's watching right now and you're in Syracuse,
you want to read those comments?
You want to read the comments a little bit? Hello from Sicily. That's great. Hi, Sicily. We got someone watching all the way over in Italy. That's awesome.
I'm half Italian.
Yeah, paisan, mangia, and I like spaghetti and I like pizza.
Roma.
If you're not creating, you're waiting. Oh, great! That was a great line. Our Italian friend said from Sicily. If you're not creating, you're waiting.
You're waiting.
So no waiting, just creating.
Right.
But we do need the downtime every now and then. We're not arguing with you.
You need to enrich your life.
But you're right. Great call. But I want to say to people watching, or who may watch this after, because we're gonna put it back. It's not just live. We put it back.
It'll be on YouTube.
It'll be on there.
It'll take like a day to render.
It takes a day to get in there, right? But what we're saying is, Syracuse gets a bad rap for that we don't have.
Well, Syracuse, Sicily.
Not a bad.
We got the name from Syracuse from Sicily.
That's right.
Yeah.
Syracuse in
Sicily.
Syracuse. So I mean, we don't get the greatest. I don't want to say we don't get the greatest reputation of theater here, but no, it's getting better. It's growing, and
we got like
this awesome dude right here, my good friend who I met only a little over a year ago. I feel like I've known you way longer. Joe and Laura started Syracuse Actor Studio. It's going stronger than we ever thought. It's going so good.
great.
We meet monthly.
It gets better
So
every
if
time.
you want to act or you're interested in acting, anything, acting, writing, directing, come to SAS. It's free. Come to it. June 16th is the next one.
June 16th.
Yeah,
Monday,
come to it. And we always promote
7
too. You'll
p.m.
see it on Facebook.
It'll be at Wildflowers Armory.
Wildflowers Armory in the basement.
It's our
downtown.
first time down there. Yeah,
it's gonna be great. So you got to come to SAS. So, we have you got SAS going on, right? We always have the more professional one. Syracuse Stage is going strong. The Red House is going strong. A lot of good community theaters around, and we have a lot of good, like Joe's an independent filmmaker. We have a lot of good independent filmmakers around. So if you're in Syracuse, you feel like, oh, I got to leave. Not really. You can stay. We're creating good stuff here for actors,
yes,
theater enthusiasts, film lovers.
Who else is a great actor locally?
Locally.
There's so many.
We have a lot.
Myself
I know. Let's take a stab. Well, I mean, here's a great story.
David Gilmour.
Perry Singleton is in his 40s. He hadn't acted in a really long time. He got into SAS.
I feel bad. I kill David Gilmour in every movie I put him in. Spoiler alert. He's my Sean Bean.
If you see David Gilmour in an independent film, he's going to die.
My film.
He's going to die.
Who else is good?
Locally, we're not naming certain people. Shoot.
Yeah, there's
think of SAS. Picture people coming into SAS.
Picture people.
You said David.
You know what I like? I like Peter Sabota.
Yeah.
Because he's got that salt of the earth.
He does.
To him.
Peter's great.
He was coming in the beginning, and then
you said Jeremiah Thompson, right? We said Jeremiah
Thompson is amazing.
Benifer, we mentioned Benifer, but now we're going to say Benifer.
We mentioned her off the air.
Benifer does a lot of theater. Real
incredible. But Peter Sabota, when he did this Christmas improv where he played like a clown, he just became this other entity, and it was like, wow. Do you know what I'm saying?
He did.
I look for that, like that salt of the earth.
Yeah.
Somebody who that feels like they're really that thing. You know what I mean? And I'm an actor.
A veteran of just the world.
Before I'm a writer, director, or producer, I love acting more.
So
I want to do more of that.
And you're going to.
But I'm also obsessed.
You know what's cool is over time, maybe I'll be directing you.
That would be great. Cool. That would be amazing.
I was more like the actor.
You know what? I'm just going to throw this out there. What I really want to do is work with someone like a Scorsese, De Niro, Scorsese, DiCaprio. I like to write and direct my own things, and I cast myself in my own stuff. But I really want to work with someone like I work with you.
Yeah.
Where they can we make a character together. We have a story.
Yeah.
And I can improvise with the other actors. Because it's not that I don't like memorizing. I mean, who likes memorizing? But I like having a place that we're gonna go and we go there, and I can just be fully.
Well, something more creative about it than just. With the script, it's already written, so you're interpreting the script.
Well, imagine improvising in a Sorkin script. You can't do it.
You can't. So if
you're Fincher movie,
this idea of having the idea,
only
that's more
Bruce
creative.
Dern is allowed to.
Right. It's more creative your way with the improvising scene.
Yes and no. I mean, in a way, I'm a writer too. So if somebody bastardizes my lines, I freak out. But as a director, I like when people improvise and it works.
And it works.
Like we were filming with Jeremiah Thompson and Laura Stisser for my spy film, and Jeremiah was like, well, we were originally going to do this location. We moved to here. And he's like, well, because of that, can I say this in the beginning? I think I should say this. And I was like, yes. Do you know what I mean? Just if actors are really tuned into the scene, they can hit the lines, but they can also
add to it.
They can add to it
in the moment, right? If you capture it, it's just amazing stuff. It's amazing.
How well he had the lines, but how well he had the scene. Because he really understood what was going on.
Yeah.
Who else is good locally?
I got some. I'm glad you said it, because I don't want to, and I'm going to leave people out. And if you're my friend and I didn't mention you, don't just tell me later, and I'll put you in the next one. Carmen Kraft, she's great. Carmen is really good. You saw her in the Holiday. She did a reading there. I can't remember the name of it, but I know you saw her. So Carmen,
playwright.
Yeah, she was in that. Carmen's great. I've acted with her. Super talented. Super talented.
Like a whole one.
Yeah, I wonder you might have missed her.
Yours.
Did you really?
I did, yeah.
Well, I did 3 of them.
I was in the bathroom.
You saw 2 out of 3.
He had to take a shit or something. We were in there.
Yeah, you got to take care of your kid, man.
Whenever we go to the movies, we miss like big chunks because
he's got to go.
Wow. If I really want to see the movie, I go alone. because I know we're going to the bathroom 2 or 3 times. If it's a movie that he really loves, Oppenheimer was 3 hours.
There's no way you missed 3 parts of it.
No, he stayed through the whole thing.
He was riveted. He was riveted.
I went the first
he was
weekend
locked
alone.
in. Wait, but we got to get back. We're going. Wait.
And then he saw the whole
Let's get back.
movie.
So
he
Carmen,
didn't even leave.
Carmen
It was
Crafts.
amazing.
Carmen Crafts.
We got
She's
more
great.
comments.
And so is Jordan Glaske, really good actor.
Okay.
Jordan.
That name
He,
sounds really
he played the
familiar.
sheriff in August Osage County. He was the sheriff.
Yes.
Smaller
Okay.
part.
Yeah.
Michael O'Neill is great. Michael does a lot of good work. Mo Harrington is awesome. And Mo,
I've seen these names on
Mo Harrington doesn't really act as much. She'll do like readings here and there. But Mo did a lot of Salt City.
You know who was really good?
Phenomenal.
Puck from
Yes.
Shakespeare in Hollywood.
And
What's her name?
I knew you were going to put me
was
on the
great.
spot. I was in the play with her. I'm not going to remember her
She
name.
was really good. She was because she's playing some
God.
imaginary character.
She was awesome.
And she sold it.
She's going to hate me because I'm forgetting. Can I look it up?
You're going to have to look it up.
Oh, man. I think it's Andy. Andy Sagatis. There you go.
That sounds right.
I just pulled that out of thin air.
I don't know because I only.
Boy, we're rocking now. We're just gonna go. We can't go 2 hours. We're gonna have to. You know what I want to do, Joe? It's gonna be great. We're not gonna wrap it up and end the show. We're just gonna stop talking. That's life, right? It's a document because this is not a podcast. This is not a show.
Well, it's like
it's just 2 creative guys talking about creative stuff.
Guy and a girl, people, actors. I like using the word actor now because it took me a long time to realize that it's gender neutral.
Right. Yeah, you don't say actor anymore.
Like I can
say actress.
I can refer to Benifer as a great actor.
Actor, not a great actress.
And
I
used to think that I had to say great actress all the time.
I don't know when it changed, but I'm glad it changed.
I'm glad
actor.
I'm glad because like they deserve
Well, think about it.
A
super talented female actor can play Hamlet.
Of course.
Play the crap out of it. It's just a role. You play the role. Yep. Yep. Not a podcast. This is not a podcast. It's 2 creative guys talking about creative.
Jim Martin.
Yeah, Jim Martin's. Oh, Jim Martin's great. Alexis Martin. Wow. Alexis Martin is like beyond a triple threat. She can sing, dance, act, and write. She'll direct. So she's a whatever. Oh, there's a guy.
Her show's coming up.
What's that dude? Derek Howell. Derek Howell is good. Howell. It's Powell. Merrick Howell.
He's like your
Merrick Howell is good. No, Derek Powell. I'm just messing with you. He's not local anymore though. He's left. He's gone to the big city. Derek has moved on to the big city. You will see him soon. Acting with he's good. He's great.
I watched.
Derek's great. I mean, I think I'm good too.
Did you ever see the movie
Derek's great.
Donald Sutherland.
You never should compare.
Jane Fonda.
I don't care. We're just talking
about for it. He looked so much like Derek Powell.
Derek has a good. Derek has a good.
I said that to Derek, and I was like, "Look, it's only a matter of time that
Derek Powell. Yeah.
Because my Instagram's private because of my kid, and
right.
And I was really self-conscious about the way I look because sometimes I think I'm handsome, sometimes I don't.
No, you're a handsome son of a bitch.
No, I have this
like weird beard.
Have this weirdness about me. And someone told me like
it's a great look.
You gotta embrace the way you are because and I look for this in actors because you're looking for someone that looks like a real person.
Yeah.
And